Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pokemon A to Z, featuring the one, the only, Sucaba. Please say hello to the fans, the people.
Howdy everybody. What's going on?
And remember to comment down below what's going on in response to the question that you were asked. And I am your
I better
host.
see a bunch of answers.
For sure. I'm your host, Mancini the Amazing. And today we will be in our 8th episode of Pokemon A to Z. So we come down the list here and we find that it's Arboliva, and we go to the bottom of the Pokemon and Wo-Chien. Now this is quite a interesting pairing of typings. I think both of these Pokemon are capable of playing towards that sort of later game mode, but maybe the shared bug fighting, flying, fire weakness is a bit of a challenge to build around.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. Two grass types, not particularly fast on either of them. Probably would like having Trick Room against a lot of the meta, but I mean we got one thing going for us. We got Seed Sour, get a Wo-Chien a little bit of extra regen. That's
sure.
kind of nice.
That definitely is, and it can also power up any grass moves that we run on Wo-Chien.
Yeah.
And you know, Arboliva is, you know, we can kind of like run like a team which has got some like maybe a Trick Room offense in the early game, and then it's trying to pivot into like a Leech Seeds stall throughout the later game to allow us to use that Arboliva offensively with its solid 125 special attack and the 1.3x boost from Seed Sower. Into then like a Tablets of Ruin bulky mode. Maybe have like a, so Arboliva is, I think, generally a pretty good Trick Room abuser, right?
Definitely. I mean, when you look at Trick Room setters, Trick Room abusers, there's not a lot of great attacking Trick Room mons in this format. It did get a little better. They added some new ones with Reg D, but in Gen 9 in general, there's a lacking amount of Trick Room sweepers. So the 39 base speed is really good. It's probably going first under Trick Room, especially against a lot of the common Trick Room options like Ursaluna.
Yeah, I mean, having a good matchup into your Golden Bear.
Yeah, definitely a good matchup there. But I mean, it's pretty bulky actually. 90, 109 defenses are pretty good.
Yeah, the 78 HP does maybe let it down a little, but it's definitely capable of taking a lot of like super effective moves once.
Yeah, and you can 125 special attack's pretty good. You get Stab, Hyper Voice, activated Throat Spray. You're off to the races. Boom.
For sure. So we could run maybe like a Hyper Voice Energy Ball with Throat Spray set. And then maybe Earth Power and Dazzling Gleam are both pretty tempting in that last slot. Earth Power to give us that answer to Heatran if they don't go for the Terra Grass.
The only thing that sucks about the Earth Power is that your grassy terrain lowers its output.
No, Earth Power is not affected by grassy terrain.
It's not?
No, if we look at grassy terrain, no, it doesn't say this. It should say, look at the Bulbapedia page.
Is that only for physical moves?
No, it's only for very specific moves. Only the spread ones.
Very strange.
Bulldoze, Earthquake, and Magnitude. Only those moves.
I thought it was all ground moves.
No, it was specifically the spread ones, yeah.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
Well, if there's grass, you can't be affected by the earthquaking, you know?
I suppose. That's one way that would work.
That's what it says.
Sure.
Why? I couldn't tell you. I think it was mostly just kind of like a balance sort of thing. So yeah, Earth Power definitely is not a bad option by any means. And then Dazzling Gleam would allow us to maybe have a better matchup into like a Power D-Knight sort of composition. We could theoretically run both, though I do appreciate Protect on something that I'm trying to position for Trick Room.
Yeah, I do like... yeah. It's tough. I mean, do we want Protect as the 4th slot, or are we already deciding that?
So,
sure.
I think we're deciding between Earth Power, Dazzling Gleam, and Protect as our last 2 moves.
Right, so 2 of those 3.
Yeah.
I feel like Protect is worth having, honestly.
Alright, let's throw Protect on it. And then So I think maybe we just accept that Hyper Voice is going to have to be reasonable against like Power D-Knight sort of setups, and go for that that Earth Power.
Yeah, fair.
Because like otherwise we're going to really struggle into an Iron Hands.
Definitely.
And then I think maybe we do just go Terra Grass for that full commit with that Energy Ball, but we could also consider going Terra Ground, or potentially like a bulkier, maybe Terra Ghost.
I'm trying to, I'm gonna pull up Peakalytics, see what people are running, what the major threats might be.
Sure, I wouldn't be surprised to see some usage from Arboliva. Yeah, 0.10%, that's not bad.
Well,
okay, apparently they've mostly been running the sets that look maybe more like what we run on Wo-Chien, with like Strength Sap, Pollen Puff, and every
Strength Sap's actually, it's pretty, that sounds pretty nice actually.
It is a very good move.
Physical threats on the ladder.
Yeah, I'm just not I feel like with the Throat Spray we're maybe opting for a more offensive set, whereas maybe with like a Harvest Citrus Berry sort of set it might make a little bit more sense.
Yeah, I think that's fine the way we have it. I guess Tornadus, Bleak Windstorm's something to worry about if we commit to Terra Grass. But
sure.
if we get it under Trick Room,
I mean, we could probably invest to try and take that reasonably well.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we don't need to go max special attack by any means when we're running Throat Spray.
Yeah, a big part of my thoughts with Terra Grass is just that means that we will then likely not be one KO'd by CC.
Yeah, good call.
And often that's just kind of like the consideration is, okay, how can I make myself neutral to a Shifu?
Yeah, and that's another thing about running a team with these two is we have a really good matchup into Urshifu Rapid with these.
Yeah, offensively.
Often scarfed, and wants to be clicking Surging Strikes, and these two can take it like a champ.
Yeah. What's like a Splash Plate? Yeah. So if they, what about Life Orb? We probably want to invest a little bit into defense to just. I just realized we're on level 50. To be able to reliably take a close combat from like a Life Orb Urshifu.
Yeah.
Because that will cover us against both Urshifus, right? It's not like we're just covering one mon.
Definitely.
So that may be a spread that opts or something like that.
Yeah, Arboliva is nice against Fluttermane too. If it wants to be clicking Shadow Ball, maybe we can get something else that can bait in a Shadow Ball. It'd be a nice defensive switch in.
Yeah. Maybe something along the lines of Armor Rouge as our Trick Room setup. Is there another Fairy Resist trick? I guess Bronzong. Though I think we kind of want that on the field. Rouge at least does have access to Ally Switch.
Now, is it too much to commit the Ndidi as well to get an extra combo action going?
Well, I think we kind of like Seed Saw.
Oh, that you don't want 2 terrain. You're right.
Yeah, though otherwise I would normally run it with Ndidi for sure. So yeah, so that's what generally Arboliva has 2 sort of modes that it runs. It runs this offensive Hyper Voice Energy Ball Earth Power sort of set, and then beyond that you want to run like a more support oriented set. So the Strength Sap and Leech Seed, you can run Encore, you can run dual screens, you can totally run Helping Hand. Is very good on a Pokemon that's slow and somewhat offensive. It'll often be able to get multiple Helping Hands off, or be able to click quick offensive moves. And then it's got like a number of okay sort of support moves down towards this bottom end. So like Sweet Scent can be useful on like a Trick Room combo sort of set. Yeah, but no like Play Nice or anything. I just realized it's 39 speed and 39 speed. I wonder if that's like the only speed where it does that.
Huh.
So yes, funny word Chizzy. So the first thing that I think we would want to do on word Chizzy is be Helmet. And then I think the second thing we'd want to do is be Leech Seed.
Yeah, I guess we can kind of forego the leftovers too, since we have the grassy regeneration.
Sure. I think we kind of are hoping that the grassy seed is going to be recovering us enough between leech and terrain. and then, you know, like I don't think this is necessarily a team which fits with the choice banded Wo-Chien. I just don't think he'll be able to get in for enough. So we probably want like the Terra Poison sort of variant.
Yeah. Armor Rouge also is really nice for that flash fire. We have 2 fire types headlining the team.
For sure, for sure. That is definitely part of what I was thinking, is that it'll cover most of the moves that.
Only thing is, if we're going to be trying to enable Trick Room, we need to have a way to allow Armor Rouge to live the turn.
Yeah,
maybe like a mouse hold, follow me.
Fake out one for.
Yeah, a fake out or a mouse hold with friend guard.
Patchy and mouse. But is mouse maybe not what we're kind of looking for in terms of game pace for setting Trick Room? Because then we are like, we've got Armor Rouge, who's not particularly slow, and then Wo-Chien, who's also not particularly slow, and then just Arboliva. So I think
throw Iron Hands on there.
Yeah, certainly. So you're thinking something like, I mean, I think just having Iron Hands is probably fine.
Yeah.
We could even potentially throw like a Cassive Berry onto Armor Rouge. And then, you know, maybe there are some positions where we switch Arboliva hard in the Armor Rouge and just try and get a heavy slam off with Iron Hands. Something like a... Or actually, if we're Trick Room, probably close combat with an Assault Vest. Something like that.
Yeah. AV seems pretty standard.
And then... probably just like Terra Flying. Yeah, AV is pretty standard, I think, for... you know, if you're not running Protect, you benefit a lot from the Assault Vest.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my concern would maybe be that our grass types are grass types, and therefore may not do super well against what's it called? The mushroom?
Yeah.
Amoongus? I know what Pokemon are called, I swear.
That's a good point. I mean, it also really, yeah, Pollen Pup from Amoongus will like Oko Wo-Chien unless we Terra it too.
Yeah, probably not Oko, but so
well, yeah, you know,
I imagine it'll do
be,
like a 70 odd.
Yeah. So we'll probably, if we're gonna bring Wo-Chien against Amoongus, probably gotta commit the Terra. Poison's pretty good.
Poison is pretty good, right? My concern is that the Wo-Chien doesn't beat Amoongus at all.
Yeah. Terra Blasts. Boom.
That's like a random neutral move.
No, I know.
I think it's like Knock, Ruination, and then maybe like Giga Drain. Maybe Taunt. Okay. Taunt might be okay. It's got a lot of moves. I think they're all okay. And maybe it needs to just be something like Energy Ball to get a KO on Wo-Chien to take advantage. To get a KO on a Shifu. Take advantage of that helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that may be the call? I'm going blind.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
They would need to... Okay, it looks like you maybe need Energy Ball to get the KO. Or a Grass Knot. But probably Energy Ball of the two.
Okay.
So we go into something like this. We want like a pretty reasonable amount of special defense, right? Soon we're running minus speed.
Yeah.
I think maybe part of the issue with Wo-Chien right now is that it feels like it's drawn in like every direction defensively.
Yeah, I feel like you can go a little bit of investment in both, probably. Maybe leaning a little more heavily on the special side.
Yeah, I mean, it's already got that very strong base special defense, and it is facilitated with that Tablets of Ruin, reducing attack stats. Well, no, so reducing the power of physical moves, because it does make opposing body press weaker, I believe. Which is nice. Probably just like Armor Cannon, Psychic. Could be
Ally
protect.
Switch could be funny.
Yeah, that's right. Ally Switch was funny with Arboliva. That's why I had that. We mentioned that specifically. I completely forgot. And then just.
And you think Cassive is good for Flutterman?
What's alright?
Cassive for Flutterman?
I think that Kasi maybe allows us to get a Trick Room off that we wouldn't anyway, otherwise.
Yeah. Because Chien-Pao is also an issue.
Yeah.
With the crunch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's got better natural physical defense, so my thoughts are we can probably EV it, like, to, with the Water Terror live. I don't know, It's
Is
definitely
Sash better?
We do have Fake Out as well. I do not
I'm
think
wondering
Sash
if
is
Sash is better.
I feel like we will just get hit by a spread move. But I don't know. Maybe Sash is better.
I'm just concerned that our plan falls apart if we don't get Trick Room up, and this doesn't seem like the most reliable option.
I think hopefully our last two Pokemon will flesh out the non-Trick Room version of the mode.
Yeah.
But we don't have them yet, so maybe a bit hard to rely on that. Like obviously Iron Hands is good in Trick Room, but it's pretty fine not being in Trick Room.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit more on the special defensive side. And then like we want 2 more Pokemon.
I feel like we need like something that deals a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's fair.
Something that can deal with Amoonguss too. I know the Armor does, but
yeah, but it's got the reasonable concerns, you know.
Thinking maybe like a strong special attacker.
Yeah, I am looking through the list to try and like find something that we might think is. Oh, yes, Fluttermane.
I mean, honestly, you could throw Fluttermane on it. Fits like a glove.
I don't know, maybe like a Glim?
Yeah, Glimor's is good.
I mean, we're...
Are we gonna commit to it being like a Mortal Spinner next to Wo-Chien, or are we going more
I feel like...
fast-paced?
I feel like having kind of like a mid-rangey sort of set, which is like that Power Gem Sludge Bomb, but then is also Mortal Spin. Or maybe you can run Earth Power over one of those, or maybe even Earth Power in the last slot. And then just kind of like having Toxic Debris can make that transition easier. Yeah. And we don't have a Cloak one, so probably this.
Sounds good.
You used a lot of Glamora last season, right?
I love Glamora.
It is.
I had it 2 seasons in a row.
Very scary Pokemon. Did you have it again?
So good.
Or was it the previous season?
I had it twice. I don't have it this season.
Okay.
I had it season 8 and 9.
Probably run more physical defense because we would like it to live. Knock limit. Oh, yes, Focus Sash is a very good way to live on. I want to live a Chien-Pao. Ideally a level 50 Chien-Pao. Wow, that's easier than I thought.
You know, it could be kind of heat. Hear me out here. Hear me out.
Okay.
We got the Arboliva set in the grassy terrain.
Yep.
Right? We got the Sneasler with the Unburdened Grassy Seed. Boom.
Okay. So I definitely like the heat of it, though maybe my concern is that we don't win by doing that.
No, I know. It's just funny. It would, if we were gonna do that, we would probably have to replace Iron Hands with that, honestly.
Yeah. And probably remove Armor.
Yeah.
We could like maybe switch to. I just feel like Wo-Chien then is not wanting to ever come.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, I think the main thing that we probably would like is like a Torn check. Besides Glim, like beyond Glim.
Mm-hmm.
Is it ever like Kondango on this team?
Maybe Scarf.
Or King Gambit actually, because we have Trick Room. I just forget that bit.
King Gambit's. I like King Gambit on this actually, because it's the priority Sucker Punch. It's another fighting weakness though. We have.
It is. We did get 2 resists, and then this is probably the only one that's not terraing into a resist. because this one also likes clicking Terra Flying. Like, I do really like the damage output that it offers, is, I think, a lot of where I'm coming from. And then maybe stuff like a Life Orb on it. Like, I feel like this is pretty spooky for a bones to deal with, yeah?
Yeah. And the Sucker Punch operates if Trick Room's not up too, which is really good.
Yeah, and it also operates if they have a Trick Room that's just lower than ours.
Yeah. How does this... I guess we have a decent answer for opposing... Like, I'm wondering, like, what we do against, like, Cress Ursaluna. I guess we just hit Ursaluna with grass moves and hope it doesn't Terra.
I mean, if it Terras, it's clicking Terra Ghost, which is good for, King Gambit.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, so you control game 1.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna operate the team here.
Well, we'll run you game 1, me game 2, and then yourself again game 3.
Alright, so we got the Amoonguss, we've got Dual Genies, 2 Intimidate Mons.
I mean, this feels like a pretty good King Gambit Iron Hands lead. Sorry, not King Gambit. Armor Iron Hands lead, right?
Yeah. And I think we definitely want the King Gambit in the back, maybe.
Yeah, maybe King Gambit Arboliva.
Yeah, this is probably Urshifu Rapid. I hate that you can't tell.
I think it's fine. I mean, I'm pretty used to it at this point. I wouldn't be opposed to them changing it, but...
So, bring King Gambit. Yeah, well, sure, let's slap the Arboliva in the back. Why not?
Yeah.
Boom!
We ran Flash Fire, right? Okay, we did.
We do have Flash Fire.
Okay, so one of them's Covert Cloak. Which one? We're not Mental Health. So I think we fake out.
This seems like they're gonna Eerie Impulse the Enamorous right now, right?
I think we fake out the Enamorous and Trick Room.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if they taunted.
They may taunt, but I do kind of expect them to go for the combo, yeah. They did not. Did they taunt? They did.
Oh,
taunt.
they taunted
the
wrong
Iron
thing.
Hands.
Alright, we'll
Are they
take
calling
those.
Ally Switch? Oh, we don't have Ice Punch.
I
on
have no
Hands.
idea.
I'm building for
Alright.
last format.
So this is kind of awkward. But we have our speed control up.
Yeah, so I think we click an attacking move with Armor Rouge and switch an Arboliva to get Grassy Terrain up.
Or do we just kill the... Oh yeah, because that's actually... The only thing is... I mean, they're definitely clicking Earthquake here.
Yeah, that's why we want to go Arboliva. And with Sash.
Yeah, so do we just Armor Cannon the Lando?
I am fine with Armor Cannon into Lando. I'm also fine with Armor Cannon into Thundurus.
Yeah, I'm gonna cannon the... Or do we Psychic? Do you think we live in Earthquake?
My thoughts are that...
Drop?
I don't really... Well, with Sash, so we do.
Okay.
My thoughts are that I don't really care what Lando goes for once we get Grassy Terrain up. So I kind of want to remove the Thundurus.
Well, I clicked it on the Lando.
They clear Amulet.
Yes, and they tried to Scary Face themselves. Which, it does not work out for them. And we get our Grassy
So I think we
Terrain up.
Hyper Voice and Armor Cannon the Thundurus, yeah?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, imagine if Enamorous had, Wow, that took a lot of damage. I don't often appreciate it enough, but Arboliva is pretty strong.
Yeah, this thing hits. Jeez. This is looking pretty good.
They're probably going to Aquajet the Armor Rouge. Do you think we survive with Terra?
I'd rather save the Terra for King Gambit later.
That's fair. I also don't think we do, because we're -2.
Yeah, so...
do you want it? Do we have a Hyper Voice, or do we Grassy Energy Ball? Grassy...
Well,
yeah.
You could Hyper Voice Psychic and hope that Urshifu doesn't Aquajet, but it's gonna. So, I guess...
Yeah, well, like, Hyper Voices
better,
are you more concerned about Lando, or do we Energy Ball because we're more concerned about Urshifu?
Oh, wait, do we Ally Switch Hyper Voice?
You definitely could, yeah.
Preserve it? Yeah, let's
I don't mind that at all. That's right, we ran that move for a reason. Oh my gosh, 86%.
Wow. That's crazy. It's that throat spray coming in handy.
It really is, it really is.
Do we bring back in the?
Well, we know that their last one is an Amorous, which King Gambit does hit pretty hard.
King Gambit comes in right now then.
Yeah, I think we just
Hope they don't have protect.
Hyper Voice Ironhead. I don't think we lose if they double protect.
Yeah, because we still have Fake Out coming in the back.
Oh no.
Oh, this isn't ideal.
Well, what do they go for?
Maybe we get a flinch.
Don't we just sucker the Urshifu?
Ah, yeah, it's definitely dead. And then I could just Earth Power the Namorous. I could protect King Gambit too.
No, you can't. It's a Shifu.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, we'll Sucker Punch it then.
Yeah, I think you Sucker and Earth Power. Honestly,
Yep,
I don't think
GG.
that they Oko Arboliva from that range. With
Even with a
Amorous.
superpower. All
I guess
right,
they are Life Orb, so maybe they do.
nice, solid.
Yeah, that was
That was a
good
weird
debut.
team we played against.
I mean, I
This
know
is
that
not
there
a-
are people who are like a big fan of committing to that bit. Okay, it does look like we would have died. But you know what?
But that's an alternative timeline. We don't talk about that because we didn't die. That's all that matters.
Exactly. That's the main thing that we are concerned about. I guess I was underestimating the damage.
So that was a weird Enamorous.
Well, it's just like the full commit contrary set, right?
I don't know. I guess the idea with the Thundurus is the scary face to speed boost and then superpower and then
Sure.
your plus
I
2
think
speed. I would
Clear
expect
Amulet.
Eerie Impulse when I see a Thundurus and Amorous lead.
Oh yeah, I definitely think they also have Eerie Impulse. I think they're
Alright.
just a full commit. So this is an opposing Trick Room team. We do have a way to remove their terrain, which is good. I'm pretty sure Seed Solar is any hit. Yeah, just any
Yeah.
hit. So I kind of want to lead Glim.
Let them set up Trick Room for us. Or you're clicking buttons this game, right?
Oh yeah, lead Glim, and then what? Our own Armourouge? Not really.
Armourouge is nice
Is
to
it-
switch in
is it
later
Glim
when the
Watch?
Torkoal comes in. Yeah.
Glim
I think we
Watch,
should give Wo-Chien a
Armourouge,
shot.
King Gambit or Armourouge Arboliva.
The hands feels nice against the Ursaluna.
Yeah, Arboliva feels very good against Ursaluna though, as well. I mean, hand speed ties Ursaluna is maybe my concern there.
Mm-hmm.
Then again,
Yeah,
so does King
Arboliva does
Gambit.
outspeed, true. Definitely want to bring the Armourouge, I think, for the Flash Fire. It's really good.
Alright.
Kind of can wall the Torkoal.
So I think we Mortal Spin 100% of the time.
Do we just die to Expanding Force, though?
We don't expect them to ever be faster because they're Trick Room.
Fair.
I think it's okay if we like ultimately die. They're Psychic Seed, which is maybe awkward, maybe fine. I kind of want to just leech towards the Armourouge slot and Mortal Spin.
Okay. Get the stall going.
We hope they don't Terra Grass, or if they do, we hope they also follow me.
I don't know why you Terra Grass in front of this
I
lead.
agree. That is definitely part of my thought process here. And we kind of, we expect them to bring up triple.
Oh, that's honestly fine for us.
Well, this is exactly what we were hoping for, yeah.
Yeah. Now you
Surely
expect
they
the
don't
Expanding Force.
Armor Cannon the Glamora, right?
Yeah, I think you could. You might want to switch in the Armourouge anyway, though, because the.
Not the Arboliva?
Well,
To remove their
Yeah.
terrain?
yeah, that would be good actually.
We could double
And
switch as well.
He's definitely gonna click Expanding Force.
I can't run double
It's just a
switch.
matter of.
So switch Glim into Arboliva and switch Wo-Chien into Armourouge.
Yeah, I like that.
Because it covers for the Expanding Force and it covers for
Mhm.
the... I mean, it doesn't cover amazingly well for the Expanding Force because that does do a lot of damage.
Yeah, well,
But
that's
it
why I
covers
was maybe
Enough.
considering the Armourouge in that slot. But
And then I want to just protect Arboliva and then go for Psychic into their Armourouge.
Psychic.
Yes.
Okay.
They're immune to Armor Cannon.
Fair. I guess. I mean, you could do the Indeedee, but it's less threatening. You might follow me anyway.
Yeah, I kind of expected to follow me. I just want to...
Nice.
I kind of just want to heal back a little bit more with Indeedee. Sorry, with
This thing
Arboliva.
dies to a hyper voice now that it's -1. 100%.
I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's very likely.
I think that's
Okay,
absolutely
100%.
true.
The internet says 100%,
100%.
and I believe the internet.
After the poison chip too, is definitely.
Yeah. Do you reckon Psychic
definite.
picks up Indeedee with Hyper Voice? Surely, right? Like
It's +1 special though.
Yeah, but it is also like got poison and leech.
Honestly, even if it doesn't, it's just dazzling gleaming. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
That 22%, that +1 Indeedee. I hope the D-Gleam doesn't pick us up. It does not. Also, it hit us previously, so we know that it didn't. Because we hit us on the switch in. It did 13 then.
Yeah, let's go. It's
Oh,
nice.
Hatterene. Okay, that is maybe a difficult mon to be in against, because it's definitely slower than Arboliva.
Arboliva.
The good news is they're almost out of Trick Room. I think I want to bring out Arboliva
Yep.
into Wo-Chien.
Could be a Moonblast though.
It does not learn Moonblast, it learns Dazzling Gleam, which I'm pretty sure picks it
Oh.
up.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's fine. And then, what's our Terra on Armourouge?
Water.
Water.
We could definitely Terra Water the Armourouge, but I kind of just want to Armor Cannon Hatterene Raw. I expect the Ursaluna to protect here.
Yeah.
They did not protect.
Wow.
They headlong rushed. Okay. Yeah, I think we probably live stomping. Definitely would have taken Earth Power with a thing. So, go Glim.
Yeah. Ursaluna's -1 now.
It is indeed.
So.
Can I wish us? Oh yeah, we've got Energy Ball.
And we outspeed Ursaluna with both now, which is nice.
Yes, I mean Energy Ball is just most likely
could be
picking
a
up.
Protect Trick Room though.
Well, we just Sludge Bomb the Hatterene, right?
Yeah.
Energy Ball the Ursaluna, Sludge Bomb the Hatterene.
Sure.
You know, maybe that was a reason to be... Okay, that did a lot of damage.
Oh, we got a crit.
They facaded.
And there's the Trick Room.
So we don't
well-
expect them to have Earthquake, right?
No.
Do we think Glim lives Hatterene if we Terra?
What's the Terra?
Grass.
Water or grass? Yes.
I think the
But
answer is
does
no.
it? He might facade it again though. Honestly. Try to remove
Well,
it.
it doesn't... Yeah, I mean...
Well, the burn is working to our advantage right now.
It
so.
is.
And we have Protect on our Arboliva, but the grassy terrain will give him regen back on that.
Yeah. So, I think we go just for the Energy Ball into
Yeah.
Ursaluna and the Sludge Bomb into
Yep, same
Hatterene.
plan.
Do we Terra Grass? I did not click my move in time. I thought it had
It's
time,
okay.
but I did not. Oh, right, we have Helmet as
Oh,
well.
it lives.
That's really good.
It lives. It's huge.
Oh,
Let's go.
but we've probably died of D-Gleam. Because they're Life Orb.
Yes. Does it have Degleam? Probably.
Probably. Do we try to go for the triple protect?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, and it went for Leech Seed because the timer went out, but I was originally going for an attack. Yeah.
Oh no.
GG. That's alright.
Rip.
So that was game 2, right?
Yeah.
And that was down to timer. And the
Yeah.
play that we were making of going for that energy ball would have won.
Yeah, you're right. Well, we
I didn't have it.
that we played well actually. I'm actually surprised that those games were close against these real ladder teams. These mons are pretty good.
That was only the second game, right?
Yep.
So we still got game 3.
Sure.
Best of 3, just like we're playing draft.
All right.
So yeah, I forgot to look at where they were in the tiers. Okay, game is up. Alright, the scary team. I mean, I think we have to like hard commit to the Trick Room lead here, right?
Yep. Iron Hands, Armourouge.
But then King Gambit, Arboliva.
Okay. I'm gonna be relying on Armourouge to take out that Moongus.
I thought we were relying
I mean,
on
honestly-
King Gambit to do it.
Yeah, maybe I was gonna say yeah. Katakli probably does a lot.
We don't have a Spore immunity, which is definitely a concern.
Oh, we have 2 grass types.
Oh, sorry, like Arboliva.
Arb-
No, I mean, in the 4, it's just Arboliva that takes Spore.
Isn't our Armor Rouge Terra Grass? Or no,
No,
it's
Terra
water.
Water because we are Sash.
Mm.
So I think that we fake out the Rapid Strike and click Trick Room.
Yeah, but does it crunch us? Do we just die?
We have
Oh, we're
Sash.
sashed. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
We made a decision specifically to cover for that out.
We did. I just forgot. Okay. Sure. Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's
Alright.
that's like free.
That's like the best case scenario.
So I think we wild charge the Shifu and Armor Cannon the Qianpao.
Yeah, take it down to Sash, probably.
Yeah, unless we think that Heavy Slam Oko's Qianpao. It does not.
Yeah.
I don't want to
we'll just
CC
go
with
for-
the Iron Hands. I'm more fine with CCing
No,
because we have the survivability from Sash.
Wild Charge probably kills, right?
Wild Charge definitely Oko's. Well, they
Not
switch.
if he switches.
So maybe our decision was incorrect as a result.
So now we have a Mungus issue. Who do you think he's sporing? Hands?
I mean, I want to go Arboliva in the Armor Rouge slot regardless. And then I think we just
Yeah, because he's gonna Sucker Punch it again.
yeah, and then I think we just Heavy Slam the Amoongus as we go into Arboliva.
We're gonna get slept.
Well, hopefully they spore the Armor Rouge or something.
I don't know why they
but
would.
I think
when
it's
he's gonna
fine.
switch.
I just want the damage off on like I want the option for the damage off. I don't want to switch in something else to get slept. See,
Oh,
the
you
option
rage
for the
about
damage
it
off.
for some reason.
See, now it
That's-
should be maybe in range of Hyper Voice. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I want to switch back in Armor Rouge while we go for this Hyper Voice, so that we have that threat.
Yep. Perfect.
Gosh, we developed such a strong state with this Arboliva.
I know, this thing is a monster. One more turn to Trick Room. Double Protect incoming. Can we take advantage? Switch in hands for a fake out next turn, maybe?
I don't think Fake Out gets us Trick Room.
No, I mean switch the Armor Rouge for the hands so that we
Okay.
can support our
Yeah,
ball
yeah,
the
that's
next
an option.
turn. And then just Energy Ball, the Rapid.
Yeah, how much do we think we do to Flutter Mane? Probably it's a KO with Seed Soar up, but without, probably not.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Energy
we'll
Ball
just-
the hands. Okay, the
Yeah.
Flutter Mane does a real protect, that's good. So
Now, we could just kill our Urshifu if we want.
yeah, I think we
Right.
Terra Flying the Iron Hands and Fake Out and Energy Ball the Urshifu.
Yep. Unless he double protects, that's free.
Arboliva's felt really, really good. Yeah, I mean, if they succeed in double protect as well.
Yeah, they didn't go for it.
Now let's hope they don't reveal the Cobra Cloak. If they do not reveal the Cobra Cloak.
Boom.
We have Protect on Arboliva, so we should definitely be doing that. Do we want to sack
Well, now-
Armor Rouge?
Now that it's Terra Fairy, yeah, we get a fake out too. So I think we switch in the hands.
Yeah.
And protect.
Yes.
Yeah, switch in the Armor Rouge, protect. Right?
Yeah, I just want to develop back the HP to live this next D-Gleam.
Yeah. Yep, and now we bring back in Iron
Yeah,
Hands.
so we've got Iron Hands, and we can force them to protect.
And then get a free.
Yeah, Fake Out Energy Ball.
Yep. Is Hyper Voice doing more though? Now that it's Terra Fairy?
No, we have
Not
Seed
with
Soar.
Grassy Terrain up.
Also,
yeah.
they're the same base power.
Okay. So we're gonna fake out and Energy Ball.
Yeah, now it should be safely out of range, so we can just Heavy Slam Energy Ball.
Sounds good. It doesn't pick up. Maybe we should have Terra Grassed.
No, we needed the flying to have that Fake Out.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh,
so
we could suck.
like we have Sucker Energy Ball. They shouldn't be able
Oh,
to win.
this
right?
thing can't kill King Gambit. We're fine.
Like it might be able to Oko with with Moonblast with Terra, but I don't think so.
Do we just Ironhead it, or
No,
do
we
we
definitely just
say
Sucker. Sucker
Sucker?
picks up.
Okay.
Sucker does like half to Terra Fairy. because it occurs with Life Orb.
Yeah, you're right. Nice.
Yeah.
Easy.
Arboliva, our champion. I mean, so did we win game 1? I don't remember.
Yeah.
And we would have won game 2 if not for timing out, and then we won game 3. Arboliva, you know, look, all I'm saying is be scared of popping, and then the other mon, Wo-Chien, I think got picked up on one of the divs, but then not picked up in the other. Though I'm going currently blind, trying to.
You know,
find it.
actually, now that I'm looking at game 2, this guy has a good point. He says if we protect, we win game 2 at the end because Life Orb chip would have, if we got the double protect.
Life Orb chip. You're right. We should have protected. Yeah, that was.
It would have been a double, but still a 33% chance to win.
No, they wouldn't have died to 2 rounds of Life Orb chip, right? Because we would have protected.
Yeah.
But it's probably something we should have considered. We could have triple protected to try and stall out Trick Room as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, we would have won because it wasn't even a double. It was just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely the protect.
We definitely should have won game 2.
Was a fair. But we also would have won if we had clicked Energy Ball.
Yes.
Okay. So
2 win conditions.
Identify those outs. I think I'm a lot worse with timer. But yeah, look, I think we brought made a pretty strong composition taking advantage of these Pokemon. Maybe this would be a bit expensive for the draft because Iron Hands is 25 points and then Wo-Chien is I think the next cheapest mon, our cheapest mon is Arboliva at 12.
Yeah, it's a pretty good team.
But honestly, I wouldn't feel too bad running this on ladder. Maybe without the Wo-Chien.
Hey, but it did work game 2.
Yeah, for sure. Wo-Chien is fine. It's just, I think, more conditional. And then maybe run safety goggles on something. The Covert Cloak didn't wind up being super impactful. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Sucaba for coming on. This was a really fun series.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
And you know, hopefully I'll get back to you probably sometime in the 10s and maybe in the letter B.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you everyone for watching. Goodbye.
All right.